Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, Damone Jr. kicking in the Player Circle podcast, and we don't try to fit a square into a circle. And hey man, today man, we got the Badesky Aaron The Plumber, man. They say he didn't scam whack out his money for the meetup, for the link up or whatever, for the interview, and he did the dash with the interview. I can't say money because that Vlad say he wouldn't pay him, but flued him out. You feel me? Flued him out or whatever. You feel me? Flued him out, and then Aaron ain't show up. So I drops a short too of him and Wack on the phone. He was pressing Wack about who gave his number up. We gonna get to that. He was pressing Wack. You feel me? Who gave my number out, man? So yeah, man. Without any further ado, man, you already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get to the video.
I argue, bro. Do you want the info?
I want. Who gave you my number?
You want the info too?
Who gave? Yeah, hell yeah. I want whoever gave you my number. Gave you the number. Who? I need that info for surely. Because I just
That's
changed
one
it.
thing about these reality niggas now and shit. Niggas record every time you call a nigga, you getting recorded phone conversation off the dribble.
I just changed this number, so it's somebody I can't trust. You know what I'm saying? Or they supposed to at least tap in with a nigga, be like, "Hey, Wack trying to holler at you." You know what I'm saying? Just passing out a nigga number. No, that ain't good.
That ain't good, but that's good.
Hell no.
Nah, but that's
my
good.
number's on the internet, so I don't give a damn. Same way you got my number. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you was calling me, I texted me.
But who gave you my number?
Who gave you my number?
All right, I'm gonna tell you the name, bro. But you promise you're not gonna go on the internet.
Promise.
A few moments later.
Hey, we got a whole episode of girlfriends today, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all act like bitches, man. You know what I'm saying? Vlad, why you get Wack my number? Hey, girl, let me get his number. Yeah.
He just asked you, Badesky, to promise. You broke your promise, Badesky. A few moments later, Badesky.
Plumber man, guy, I just can't stop seeing him on my timeline. Like, can you please just give me the plumber man's number? You fucking weird ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Vlad gonna get Wack my number, Badesky, you know what I'm saying?
Badesky.
And then gonna text me talking about after this interview, your career is over or whatever you trying to say. No, my fans are still gonna love me and you're gonna look weird. You know what I'm saying? You just invited me to your platform. Now you're trying to make me look bad or whatever you're trying to do, weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Why don't we just get jiggy, man?
Let's get
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you ain't with that though, man. We know culture vultures will never do that. They will never be real men and not cowards.
Let's get jiggy, man. He trying to get jiggy. He trying to get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Get jiggy. He trying to get jiggy. So this is Adam breaking it down. I guess Vlad reached out to Adam, trying to, you feel me? This how this shit go. Let's get to this shit. Let's get this shit.
The plumber. Use a dirt bag. We're going to talk about it. Aaron the Plumber. Listen up. I'm going to tell you guys what happened.
This is scandalous.
This is scandalous. Over the weekend, VladTv was in New York. He had a conversation with Aaron the Plumber. He wanted to get him on the show. He's viral right now. Makes sense. So, Vlad has the conversation with him. Aaron the Plumber is used to getting a bag for doing content because these 20 versus 1s, etc. They print money off that shit. It always goes viral. So Aaron the Plumber's asking for whatever amount of money. Vlad basically tells him, like, hey, we can get you a flight and we can get you a hotel, but that's it. Are you down? Aaron the Plumber ends up saying yes. Aaron the Plumber gets on the flight, flies his ass out to New York, stays in the hotel room. The next morning, supposed to go do the VladTv interview, goes ghost. Does not respond to Vlad. Now, if you know Vlad, Vlad's about his bread. Vlad had security there, which was one of Aaron the Plumber's requests. When you think about the flight and the hotel, even just Vlad's time that he thought that he was doing this thing that day, he's got to pay for the filmer guy to be there. In Vlad's words, he's out about $2,000 for this whole thing, $2,500. Vlad hits me up pissed, asking me, does Aaron the Plumber have a reputation of this type of shit, etc. My response was that we have had, Aaron the Plumber is weird because we'll be having a conversation about doing content together, and then he'll just kind of ghost me. Like we'll send a bunch of messages back and forth rapidly, and then I'll be like, okay, you want to do that thing today? And then he'll just stop responding. So this does seem to be kind of his thing. Aaron the Plumber basically goes on social media and starts bragging about it, saying, hey, Vlad, you didn't pay me enough. You had me all the way in the back of the plane. The seat didn't recline, etc. So Aaron's pissed that Vlad is.
Hey, you sit that nigga on Spirit, Vlad? Damn. Spirit, I fuck with y'all. I don't know if nobody be saying. I always have a good flight. You feel me? I ain't never had a bad flight with y'all. So shout out to Spirit. Y'all want to sponsor this shit, Spirit? I fuck with y'all, Spirit. We could do the damn shit, Spirit. Holla at me at the PCP, the Player Circle Podcast. We can fuck with it. You feel me? On the real.
Trying to expose him. And even when I messaged Aaron and like wrote like, LOL, why you doing my boy Vlad like that? Instantly, Aaron's pissed that Vlad, he was even having this conversation with people, even telling his friends that from his perspective, he got scammed. So then Aaron the Plumber posts the conversation on his Instagram story, which included Vlad's phone number.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So all of a sudden, Vlad's getting, a million calls and texts from all the Aaron the Plumber fans, plumbers all over the world.
Let's look like a pig.
And Vlad is a vengeful god. He goes into his bag, starts having conversations with people, and I cannot spoil it. I've been sworn to secrecy, but apparently within the next day or two, we are going to have a clip dropping on Vlad's channel of him having a conversation with Wack in which paperwork of a kind is coming out that realistically, from what I've seen and the confidence that Vlad seems to have about this, the confidence that Wack seems to have about this, Aaron the Plumber's reputation as a tough guy may be coming to an abrupt end. Now, how much do people really care about that? I don't really know because, why is
tough guy? Like, do I gotta stop taking fades because he read it? You gotta stop taking fades because he read it? No, he still read fades. Like, he'd be a tough guy. That tough guy shit played out anyway. Somebody gonna pop his ass one day. That's either here or there. But I don't think he claims to be a gangster. He can't get any DPs or any put-offs. You see, what nobody give a fuck about? No, you see, Gunna's told. Don't nobody want to say nothing. Gunna told. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I know my boy is saying that they not a gang, but yes, ma'am, they are a gang. He told flat out. That's crazy. Yeah, don't nobody give a fuck that he told. Don't nobody give a fuck about the plumber. Motherfucker is a fucking plumber, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck. Who we gonna tell on? Mario and Luigi? Who fuck he gonna tell on? Mario and Luigi? Don't nobody give a fuck. Unless he's selling shrooms in the pipelines and shit. Like Mario and them was doing, you feel me? Kidnapping white bitches out of castles and shit. Unless they doing that, he'll be alright, goddammit.
I saw Woody obviously was out here doing every kind of content, piece of content over the years, but it might be a rough week for Aaron the Plumber, from what I can see.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this is either paperwork that alludes to him having sex charges or snitch charges.
Not sex charges. I will say that I can't put that on him.
I think the sex
Don't put that on him. Don't put that on him.
Some gangster shit.
You're right. That for sure would be worse.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, if he's still down to run hands,
really
he's still down to, because I never thought of like Aaron the Plumber as a gangster. Just me personally, my perception of him, he's a regular dude that's down to throw hands and does funny.
But I think at a certain point he was more explicitly with the gang. I don't know exactly what he was claiming, but he was around a lot of people while he was locked up, etc. It does feel like he maybe consciously took a step back from that, because I've seen interviews where people really try to press him. Stockton is a gang-related city. You're from Stockton. Tell us like who you were rolling with, etc. And he seems like he doesn't really like to get into details about that. Now, I'm still perfectly willing to do content with him regardless, but from my perspective, this is definitely going to throw a stick in the spokes, as they say.
I heard the homie Donut
Not
spit
at
on him
all.
or something. Donut from Queens.
That definitely happened.
Yeah.
Spit on his back.
It was
Pause.
it was like a weird moment though. He did spit on him.
Aaron was up in his face. Hey, Brodinsky, we gonna fade in a real way. And then Aaron just turns around. He got like no shirt on, and all of a sudden, blah,
Aaron looked like he was way
blows a
more with
huge
the activities.
loogie on his back.
So what happened though? He didn't get off or nothing.
Nah,
He just took the spit.
He tried to get off.
Crazy.
I feel like there was security there and shit.
Yeah.
Man,
but it
you
didn't really turn
that's
into
a W
anything.
for Inglewood. Shout out Donut. Everything.
Oh, he's from. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he from
we
Moscow.
got to get Donut on here.
Bro's from Donuts from England.
Can we have him pull
He's
up?
a very respected.
Can
Shout
we
out
have
He's
him
out
pull
here.
up?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No
Uh,
cap.
That's not Devil Donut.
Who?
Devil and Donut are two different.
I know. But
Who's Devil?
was Brick trying to shout out this donut?
No, he's shouting
No,
out
he's talking about
fools
Devil
from
from
Fodies.
Fodies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Devil and but now Devil Donut's like its own incarnation that exists as an entity. And ChatGPT, do your best.
I'm a bit conflicted on this one.
With the spit.
No, spit thing
spit.
is like
Oh, he
That's
wins.
disrespectful.
that's disrespectful. But then it's like with that one, it's like it's disrespectful. But then there's security. So if you spit on somebody and they turn around and fight you, I feel like you're kind of obligated to fight them,
for
because that's like walking up to somebody, pulling off your glove and slapping them across the face, and that's a challenge.
Aaron
But
tried to
I'm
fight
not-
him though.
Yeah, but they said there's security. Or
I
something.
thought
Yeah.
that it was. I mean, we could even watch the video, but I thought that it was on a reality show, which made me
It
feel
was.
differently about it too. But it was okay. But then people told me it wasn't.
It was at the filming of a reality show at Ray J's crib in
Oh,
ATL, but
okay.
it was not actually on air.
I-
And it was over a f***ing cell phone charger.
I remember Aaron.
Literally.
the
I'll be
plumber.
ready to kill over a cell phone
Yeah,
charger
go
too.
over
So I
on
kind
the
of feel
These
wrong.
days, yeah.
that's my lifeline.
That's the biggest item of theft.
I go broke if I don't have one.
They was
All-
about to squabble over a
All I
phone
said
charger.
All I know is Aaron the Plumber called out a bunch of fades, and then he got threatened.
On my
By
mama,
whack.
my charger missing. Everybody getting patted down. Everybody getting patted down. Pat down the baby. Pat down the baby. Pat down the baby. Everybody get patted down. You got games on your phone? Nigga, yeah, he needed a charger. Pat the baby down. Look in the baby bag.
But that's was what Wack put out on the But what the thing with the Vlad thing is like,
It's weak.
one,
Bad
if
business.
you make an agreement to do something, you should always do it. But on the other hand, Vlad, you disrespecting that man, knowing he's getting paid to do content. This has become his full-time career. He walked away from what seems to be a lucrative job as a plumber.
Right.
He helps people. And you out here trying to treat niggas like slaves. I'm going to be real. Like,
How is
People- no,
entering
no.
into
Yo,
a
hey.
mutual agreement to fly somebody out to
He
do?
instantly got offended. Ha 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 ha. Are we using the S word? Ha 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 ha. How? You caught Brad to call him a slave master. You ain't like that shit. I used to think you was a slave master, Adam, but you know what? You all right in my book, you know, because you ain't making nobody do nothing they don't want to do. It's not you. It's not you. I used to think it was you. I thought it was you. I thought it was you. It's not you. You giving motherfuckers an opportunity to a way out, and if they come on that motherfucker and themselves, that's on them. You feel me? I brought y'all here to get a bag. I ain't bring y'all niggas here to crash. You feel me? What y'all do with this opportunity? What y'all do with this opportunity? Now, Vlad not wanting to pay the nigga, just come out here, I flued you out, and you come up here and run it up on the shit, I'm gonna get paid off of it. So that's really an investment. The hotel, that's nothing. Hotel flight, that's nothing to these niggas. That ain't nothing. That's nothing. You'll do that with the hits. You'll do that with the hits. You'll do that with the hits. Don't treat me like that. Don't treat me like that. You hear me? Don't treat me like that.
Content. How is that treating them like a slave?
Yeah,
He could have said no.
He looked at that as
He should have said no.
book angle.
yeah, that's what I think too. That's what I know happened.
So yeah,
Bro thought about it.
Vlad was trying to do good business, and then Aaron the Plumber basically created a scenario in which now everybody, myself included, I'm still willing to do content with him, but if I hit him up for an interview tomorrow and he said, yeah, give me a flight and a hotel, I'm going to say, nah, get your own flight and hotel. I'll give you the money the second that we're done the interview, but you have officially proven that you are not a trustworthy person to
Oh,
do
so he
content
was
with.
going to pay him.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't going to. He got him a flight and a hotel.
Like
Yeah.
a bitch.
So what was Aaron the Plumber getting out of that?
Nothing.
Exposure.
Nah, he got
Wait a
exposure.
second.
But Vlad is a big platform, and I can see why somebody like Aaron the Plumber would want to do Vlad, even if he's not getting paid for that, even if he also did get paid for all these reality shows,
Vlad-
20 versus 1s, etc.
I mean, Is it worth? You gotta figure out your worth. If you know your worth, you wasn't supposed to get on the plane and shit. You did food dangling. So far, you food dangled him. You fed me. You food dangled him. You food dangled him. You food dangled him. Hit him with the food dangle. You food dangled him for sure.
Now, if I'm Vlad, I would have been down to pay him.
You sure?
Because he's a
sure
huge.
Vlad
He's
wasn't paying?
huge.
Vlad
Yeah,
told you
like,
he
why
wasn't
you-
paying?
Vlad told me he wanted $5,000, and then Vlad said, "No, we could pay for your flight and hotel." And then
You
they're
wasn't
like,
gonna
So
give
we
nigga
give him
5
something, though.
bands.
That, but look,
A piece of the
You treat him like a
monetization.
"Flight and hotel is something."
Usually
treat
does
him
that.
like
like a broad. Somebody you getting flued out and that's it.
Listen, listen,
So I think that's
To
why
me, though, that's a mutual agreement based on what you are worth.
listen.
Fly me out.
No,
Vlad.
it's not.
And
It's-
if there's a massive disagreement about what you're worth and you don't think that that's fair, then say, all right, bet maybe when I'm in New York next time or I'm in LA next time, I'll hit you up and we can do the podcast or an interview. But if you lie and say that you're going to do it and then ghost him, that takes everybody who ever thought about paying you to do some content and puts them in the position where you are now viewed as not trustworthy.
if you come at me like a sucker, I'm gonna treat you like a sucker. This dude took someone. Vlad is big, but he ain't got nothing on Pop the Balloon. They're hitting 1 million every video. Damn near.
Tripping.
Whoa.
So-
Come
so
on. Whoa,
I'm-
slow-
made that-
whoa,
Listen,
whoa,
everybody
slow,
already
buddy.
look at Vlad like a culture vulture, and he was acting like one. I know
I
you're
mean-
big.
He was
Listen,
entering into a mutual agreement
Hey.
to pay him for his time.
listen, man.
Or he paid him with a flight and hotel.
Listen,
He paid him
you
with a flight
disrespected the
hotel.
man
That's
with the
crazy.
offer.
That ain't disrespect.
Listen, yes, it is.
That's the
Disrespectful.
ultimate in respect.
Not only
According
that-
to you, that's not disrespect. But what I'm telling you is, shout out to Aaron the Plumber. Maybe it took him to get on that plane and get out there to realize his worth and say, F Vlad, I'm not going over there for nothing. No shout out to Vlad. Vlad, you got the money. You brag about how rich you are.
Nigga, pay
Give
the
that man something because you're not bringing that man up there because he's just a regular nobody. You're
okay.
bringing him up there to bring
I
attention
had
to your
almost
platform.
this exact same conversation with a very legendary rapper
We don't
a
give
couple of
we
months.
don't give a fuck what who you talk to. We don't give a fuck. Hush the fuck up, Adam. Hush the fuck up. By your pink ass lips. Hush the fuck up. We don't give a fuck who you talk to. Pay the man, nigga baller. You wanted 5 bands. You could have the 5, nigga. You could have gave him the 5, bro. Like, come on, son. Talking about exposure. Get your ass up. I just said you wasn't no slave master. Damn, nigga.
Months ago, he hit me up. He said, yo, you want to interview me? I said, yeah, let's do it. He said, all right, I need flight, hotel, and 5 bands. I said, I can't do that. It's honestly just not worth it. Now, this rapper is someone who had a very significant contribution to the culture. I respect his contribution. I respect who he is and everything. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to throw him in the mix. But I told him, listen, it's just that's too much. Like that's going to be basically like $7K in total. That's too much. I can't afford it. I respect you, and I'm down to do it. If you're in LA, I could cut you a little check to do an interview or whatever once you're already here. But I can't do all that. And pleasantly, I was surprised by the fact that he wasn't offended by it, and he said, "All right, bet I understand. I'll hit you up next time I'm in LA." That's how you handle it respectfully.
I respect your counter offer though.
Right.
Yeah. The facts with that. But here's the thing, too. Now, Aaron definitely, like, if I was Vlad, I would have paid him. I think he deserves some form of monetization with that. And Vlad has said oftentimes he gives part of his YouTube monetization to people that come on. And that's like,
no, he pays them a flat fee, though. He doesn't ever do like a percentage deal on whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll pay. They agree on that.
Regardless of that,
Marlon Wayans wanted $40K up front and then what was it, 60% of the back end for the entirety of the video, which is just absurd. Right. That would never pay for itself.
But also to compare the Pop the Balloon to Vlad's legacy, that's super out of pocket.
This ain't about the legacy.
It
he
is though,
trying to
because
use.
You're saying at a specific moment in time it has more traction. That's not the gravity of appearing on Vlad is way more significant than appearing on Pop the Balloon.
Okay, well, what's bigger, Vlad or Shannon Sharp? Because Shannon Sharp going to do more numbers consistently. But Shannon Sharp's only been in the position to do much better numbers for what, like 6 months or a year? You know, so it's like, you know.
Listen, the name of the game is what have you done for me lately? This is a meritocracy. Don't nobody give a damn about how many views Vlad used to get. Aaron the Plumber is
Vlad
bigger
does
than
hella views.
Yeah, you're
Aaron the
bleeding
Plumber is bigger than Vlad at this moment. His time is short. No, listen. His time is short, but he has made a name for himself in this space. He's not developing his own platform, so this might be short-lived.
He does have his own
You
platform.
kept it.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's gonna be up here.
Not
He
Vlad,
does
right?
decent numbers on it. Aaron's doing his thing on his own shit
Oh, for
too.
real?
But what I'm saying is, what you did was respectful. You said, "Look, I can't give you what you want, but here's what I can do."
And it's the exact same thing that Vlad did.
No.
And Aaron agreed to it, and then he skated on it.
I just asked you, did Vlad offer him something when he?
Yeah, a flight and a hotel.
No, but you
Why
said
am I
you would
abroad?
give.
It might be worth $2K.
But
might be
you
worth
said-
at least $1,500.
But you're. These are two. This is different than because you said with the rapper, you said I'll fly you out, get you the hotel, but I'll give you a little something on the back
No,
end.
I told him that's
after.
all I could do. I told him I couldn't really give him. It's like, it doesn't really make sense for him at this point in his career to come out to LA to just.
Man, that's crazy. Pay the man. Pay the man. Why you ain't pay the man? That shit was crazy. Hey, Badesky. You should have just. I mean, if you said you agreed, you should have brought your ass there. You didn't go. You should have went. You said you were gonna go. You should have went, or just said no. But Badesky stood on business. Nah, nigga, I ain't going. Nigga ain't calling. Badesky got the fuck up out of there. Then said don't give out my number. Now they at odds trying to put his paperwork out. We're gonna see if some paperwork dropped though. You already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we back with another one when we got another one in. Man.
Yeah, okay. New player circle. So, get low. Yeah.